Okay, let's give this a go. Hi everyone, hope you're keeping well and surviving these rather interesting times. So I'm just cobbling this one together for you. Hopefully it's something that you can fit in your day and will just get you moving, keep you a little bit mobile and give you a bit of a stretch and a bit of a workout. So if you want to grab a cushion for your head or hips, make sure you've got that to hand, and then we can just get warmed up as normal. So let's give it a go. So let's have you standing, feet in parallel, weight evenly distributed, and lengthen through those legs, through that spine, and reach tall through the top of the head. So we need to breathe, so let's take a big breath in. Exhale, roll those shoulders back and down. Breathe. Bigger movement as you can. That's nice. And one more time, big circle. Then we're bringing the arms forward, shoulder height. Remember to engage those abdominals, gently drawing them in, dropping the shoulders from the ears. Then we're going to take the arms up. Press the hands away as you circle round, staying tall. Nice big breath in. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach wide. And again, breathing in. Exhale, grow even taller. One more time. Exhale. Then we're going to sweep the arms forward. Flip those hands, soften the knees. We've done this before. Reach the head and the hands forward. Pull those ribs back. And then we'll lengthen up, open the chest, reach the centre of the chest to the ceiling. Exhale, scoop it. Breathe in, reach right through to those fingertips. Again, pull the ribs, pull the abs in. Breathe. One more. Stretch strong. Bring those arms forward. Bring the heels of the hands together. Then we're pulling apart in diagonal. Center. Pressing both arms back. Shoulders allowing. And press. Breathe. And press. Keep the shoulders heavy. And nice. Excellent. One more time each side. Press. And bring those arms down, thinking about bending at the knees and the hips, come forward into a squat. Checking those knees are level and parallel. Drive up, strong, hinge back, and lift. Going sideways. So keeping that spine nice and long, pushing the knees forward, pressing up, squeezing the butt. Pull, breathe, and press. Hold this one here, draw the shoulders back. Let's see if we can make that tailbone a little bit heavier. Little pulses down, and down, and down, and down, and down. 3, 2, 1. Press up through those thighs, and come back up to tall. Good. Let's take a nice side stretch. Lengthen, drop the shoulders. Reach the high diagonal, just sliding this hand down and back up tall. Again, shoulder drop, lengthen the spine over, really reach, and then back to center. Let's bring the palms forward, elbows tucked in, shifting the weight very slightly forward. See if you can lift the heels at the same time pushing the arms open. Land lightly. And then lift. And down, just stepping back. And again, keep going. So pushing evenly through those feet. At the same time, pressing the thumbs back. Rotating into the shoulders. Keeping the elbows just tucked into the waist. That's nice. Breathe. Press. And then we'll hold up this time, hold it here, push the arms out nice and wide, Maybe take them up higher if you can, and then lower the heels. As the arms come down, follow with the head. We're rolling down, keeping your weight even between those feet and forward on to the front of the foot. Then connect the abs up, pulling the belly button in, we're rolling all the way back up. Slide the shoulders, stand up nice and tall. We're going to reach through those fingertips and rotate those shoulders as far back as you can and release. And again, squeeze, stretching through the fingers. One more, reach. Relax the arms, take another roll down, so bring that chin in. Curl the upper body, pull the belly button in as you round down. Keeping the knees bent if you need to. Pause there. Find the abdominals, pull them up, and then we stack through the spine. Open the front of the hips. Then the rest of the body unfurls. Then let's just do those shoulder rotations again. So stretch through the fingers. Rotate the shoulders around as far as you can. Think of little fingers coming forward and release. Stretch the fingers. Rotate the shoulders. And again, rotate. Relax the arms. Let's take another roll down. One more. Curling over. Breathe at the bottom. And then using the exhale, contract the abs as you roll back up. Dropping those shoulders and coming back up tall. We're going to take a slightly wider stance. So knees are now pressing out nice and wide over that middle toe or thereabouts. So both legs pressing open, and let's just take arms up. Double bounce down. So long spine, keeping the chest up as you're just sliding down the wall with that back. Push the knees wide, squeeze those butt cheeks. That's it, and lift, lift. One last time, and then pause. Let's just do our heel lifts. So let's keep the arms out, reach those fingers, lift the heel as high as you can, and lift. Alternate sides, keep stretching those fingers. Pulling the shoulders down, active, strong arms. Nice, right up onto the ball of the foot if you can. Try a double. Squeeze the bottom, push the knees out. Lower with control. Press. And down. Couple more. Keep reaching those fingers. Legs are shaking. And then pull up, and again we'll just take a nice deep side stretch. Reaching a little bit further over this time, and one more. Excellent. Then we're just going to bring those feet back into parallel. Soften the knees, as if you're just perching on a bar stool or something. Let the arms come forward, settle the shoulders. Find a little bit of abs. We're doing bow and arrow. So keep your hips facing towards me as you pull that right arm back, pulling a bow, stretching the left fingers forward. Open that arm when you can, really stretch those arms, and then sweep it down and forward. Elbow pulls, ribs follow. Open that arm, and then breathe. Pull. As you twist, you're keeping your hips facing the front. So as that left elbow comes back, keep the hips facing forward. Breathe. Find that maximum reach between the arms. Let's do one more each side. Pull, open, and reach. Pull, open. Keep those knees still. Center. Lift up nice and tall and bring the arms down. So going into a little bit of balance. So we're going to do a curtsy step here. So let's just pop hands on hips. Taking right leg to the side, sink down, and then as you come up, push the leg out to the side. She says wobbling. Okay, I'm just going to move it a little bit further back. Same side, step back and push out. Step and out. So, going as deep as your knees and hips will let you. Good luck. Out of practice. And I'm on a funny rug. Step back and down. Couple more. Push that leg out. And last one, hold it here. Right. So if you can, either just hold the balance or we're going knee to elbow. So drawing the knee towards that elbow and then reaching away. You can tap the toe if you need to, but you're aiming to keep the balance. Lift through that waist. Contract the waist in. Breathe. Pull. Pull rib to opposite hip. Reach. Pull. And one more. Pull. Hold it here. Sweep arm and leg to the front. Hold it there. Just little circles. Back the other way. Lift it as high as you can. 2 and 3. Glide that leg under the hip. Give a little release. And we're good to go on the other side. So just rest the hands on the hips, or have the arms out wide. We're stepping behind into that curtsy, keeping the chest up. So, pushing out to the side of that leg. Step down and press. Each time, lifting that leg as high as you can to the side. Push it up. Breathe. Tap behind. Press. Nice smooth movement. Last one. Hold it here. And then we are just finding balance. Either practice just staying there, or if you can, elbow to knee, trying to meet in the middle. And then reach, stretch them away. Contract, pull in. And reach. Contract. And pull. Pull that belly in. Reach. Keep lifting the head to the ceiling. Nice. 2 more. And reach. Last one. Hold it here. Bring arms and leg directly in front of you. Relax the shoulders. Let's have 3 circles each direction. Big as you can. Back the other way. Keep your shoulders soft. 2 and 3. Glide the foot down. And just push those hips out. Prance the feet. Bring that opposite arm forward. Nice. Okay. And then we're going to make our way to the back of your mat. Ready to bring ourselves down onto the mat. Okay, so standing at the end of your mat, we'll take a roll down to come down onto hands and knees. It's going to keep it flowing, so just do what you can. Obviously, listen to your body. If there's any bits that are not suitable for it, then just miss those out or reduce and modify the movement. Otherwise, let's flow and go. So, standing tall, take a big breath in, we're rolling it down, curling over. Bending the knees if needed, bring the hands down, come down onto your mat. Bring those wrists under the shoulders, that's it. And feel that the knees are under the hips, not too close to those wrists. Find that neutral spine, so just natural curve into that lower back. Pressing the hands into the floor, lengthening through the neck, and feel a lift through that belly button. We are going to just slide the right leg out, straight out behind you. Reach through that knee. Then draw the knee in, bring the forehead towards the knee and really contract the abs in. Let's breathe in, press away, exhale, scoop it in. Keep pushing the arms down, shoulders drawing down the back. Breathe in, exhale, curl it in, pull that knee in towards the head. And pull. One more time, we hold the leg out. Really stretch to the wall behind you, lifting the belly button. That left arm can just float forward, thumb up. And then lifting both thumb and leg towards the ceiling. Pulse, pulse, pulse. No movement into that lower back. Keep the abs pulling up. For 5, 4, 3. Stretch it. 2 and 1. Glide in. Shift the weight back. Relax the neck as we take a breath. And then shift your weight forward. Ready to do the same on the other side. Again, settle those shoulders. Reach the left leg. Really reach. Trying to keep those hips level rather than tilted. We then bring the knee in. Scoop it in. Press away. Lengthen the neck. Exhale, pull in. Breathe in, lengthen, shoulders down. Exhale. Reach. Couple more, pull in. And reach. Find that furthest point you can. Last time. And press out, hold it there. Draw that belly button up a little tighter and just float the arm forward. Find your balance, and if you can, pushing up and up and up. Squeeze into that buttock to lift the leg. Press back of thigh to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Hold it. Glide the hand and knee in. And once more, just rest back. Relax the head. Take a big breath into the back of those ribs. Then we're going to slide out onto your front, coming down onto your tummy. Having the legs slightly apart, and elbows and hands flat on the floor, forehead down. Positioning the elbows as to suit your back. Coming up into swan, so think shoulders, just sliding down the back a little way to start with. Then we lengthen the chest forwards and up, finding your maximum on those elbows. And then as you lower it, again, just lengthen the spine down. So let's take a breath. We're lengthening forwards and up. Equal weight on those arms and stretch the legs, keeping them on the floor. Release as you lengthen down. Breathing in, exhale it up. Grow longer through the crown of the head. And then breathe and lower back down. Keep going. Keep those shoulders softening down the back. And keep the legs long and active. So, if your back and shoulders will allow, you may well be able to lift a little higher. It's not forced, it's just lengthened. As you come back down, land the elbows, land the chest. Take a breath. As you're coming up, as you're coming higher, if you're coming higher, really draw that belly button in. Making sure those shoulders don't lift with your spine. So keep them down. Elbows, chest. And so lengthen your breath or take an extra one. Keep those legs stretching. Breathe at the top maybe and then exhale, land. We'll just do one more. Whether you're up to the elbows or coming higher, keep that movement precise. Breathe and then lengthen down. Bringing hands under the chest, push your way up, and once more stretch it back. And then we'll make our way round to sitting. So sitting in our parallel legs, not too bent knees, so don't have them too high. We're lifting through the spine, but without overarching, so just create length, shoulders, legs stay in parallel. Then just float those arms forward. Going into a half roll. So the tilt is through the pelvis. Don't just collapse the upper body. So scoop the belly in, just tilt a little way back, and then peel it back up. So scoop, tilt the pelvis, and up. Let's breathe in, exhale. Look at your knees, see what they're doing. Are they staying parallel? And scoop. Really draw the front ribs in, and back up. So let's stay back there this time. Pause. Check the shoulders, keep the abs pulling in. We're going to see if we can lift one leg, opposite arm. Just a little way. Keep that balance. 2 more times. Keep breathing. Keep that centre of balance. Then peel it back up. Nice big breath. Exhale, repeat, curving back, softening the shoulders, find strength. Lift, 1. Abs on. Another time each side if you can, otherwise come up. Lovely, we're coming up, nice big breath. From here into a nice sweep. So again, the knees stay still, curve, but sweep that front arm forward, stretch it away, and sweep it forward. Other side. Reach, and forward. Try and use the gaze to help you stretch further. So follow that hand. Breathing at the top, exhale, abs on. Reach the other arm forward. And find that oppositional pull. We've got 1 more each side. Scoop the belly. Reach those arms. And again. Then back to centre. Let's take a nice stretch up. Circle the arms around. And bring them forward. Going into your full roll up. So curving down. Now this may be as far as you want to come today, in which case coming up. Otherwise continue down, arms over, breathe. As the arms come back, lift the head, look to the feet, pull the belly button in, peel off the floor as best you can. Knees bent or straight, take a little stretch forward. Then stay curved, pulling in with those abs. Pull, 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 pull. And then breathe. Look to the feet. Curl the chest up, peel the spine off the floor and reach it forward. Keep going, curving down, dropping the shoulders, using the abs as brakes. Breathe, lift the head, maybe squeeze those legs if it helps. And reach. 2 more. Pull, control, keep level as you lower. Breathe, curling up, squeeze those legs, and reach. We have 1 more, pull back, breathe. Again, as the arms come back, follow with the gaze, and finish with the stretch forward. Lengthen the legs out if they're not already straight, and just fold over those thighs. Pausing here. So from here, we're going to roll down 1 more time and then stay down this time. Keep looking at the feet for as long as you can. and then land the spine. Relax the shoulders. Let those knees bend. And just take a moment here. So if you're used to using a headrest, pop a low headrest under the head now, so that the chin is down slightly, the gaze is directly up, not behind you. And just soften those front ribs, widen the collarbone, relax the spine, and have the arms nice and long both sides. Let's just do a few pelvic tilts here. So you're just drawing the belly button down towards the floor, allowing that spine to tilt. Don't squeeze the bottom, and then just level it back off. So just a nice gentle stretch into that lower back a few times. Use your breath. And one more. Then let the spine settle, sink the back of the pelvis into the floor, contract the belly button a little stronger now. We're going to bring knees up into that knee fold position. So you want to try and have knees directly over hips rather than too far into the chest. But if you find that your lower back is arching too much, then just drop one foot down. Okay. So draw the belly button down. Let's float the arms up. Sink the shoulder blades into the floor. Keeping the arms still, we're going to reach a leg, stretch it out, not too low, and then draw it back in over that hip. Changing sides. Breathing in. Exhale. On each exhale, draw the belly button down, sink the shoulder blades, and just keep that spine nice and still. You can speed it up a little bit if you need to, or want to rather. If it's a little bit tricky with the arms up, just bring them down. Push the leg away in a straight line. Keep breathing. Excellent. Last 4 and 3. No movement in that back. 2 and 1. Pause, quick hug. Just give that back a stretch. Then bring the knees together, bring them over the hips. Sweep the arms over the head. We're sliding the hands behind the head. Bring the elbows slightly forward so you can just see them. Then let's have a little curl up first. So keep the knees still. Take a breath. We're curling the chest up. Pause. Now squeeze those legs out straight as you can. Bring them back in and then lower the chest. Stay looking at the knees. Curl the chest. Draw the abs in. Push the legs away. Squeeze them together. Then breathe and lower. Exhaling. Push out, squeeze those legs. Bend them in and lower down. You can go a little bit faster if you want by combining the two. Or continue in that 4-part movement. Very good. Pressing those legs out, looking towards the feet. And really just trying to keep the head heavy in those hands. Breathe in, exhale, push the legs out. Reach, reach, reach. 2 more. Legs can go higher if you want. We're holding here. Hold it. Little side scissors. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch and release. Nice. Give yourself a little rock if needed. We're keeping those knees together. Bring them back over the hips. Let the arms come out wide. Sinking the shoulders. We'll just take a few hip rolls. Taking both knees to the side and then squeeze the waist, pull the knees back. Let's take a breath in at the side, and then pull the back of the ribs and the waist into the floor. That's it. Breathe and squeeze those knees across. And nice big breath here. Exhale. One more each side. Feel that tummy button pulling in. Last one. Come back to center, and we'll just float the feet down and take a full stretch. Nice. Then we'll bring the arms out a little wider. Bend the knees. Let's go into a knee fold. Now you can choose to have this leg out straight, so long as it doesn't make your back arch too high. So keep abs pulling in, otherwise have the knee bent. Going through a few knee circles. So arms and shoulders secure. Let's circle the knee. Pressing the back of this leg into the floor. I'm doing my left leg. Breathe. Oh, it's lovely. I'm watching the clouds go by as I do this. Circle. Try and keep those hip bones level. Then you're going to reverse the movement. You can choose to keep the knee bent. If you want a little bit more challenge, have that leg straight. Circle. Try and keep those hip bones pointing to the ceiling the whole time without rocking. Breathe. Excellent. And one more. Stretch the leg to the ceiling. Let's take hold behind that thigh. Try and get this knee straight, even if it's here. Then hold behind the thigh. Ease it towards you till you feel that stretch. Let's do a few ankle movements here. Big circle in each direction. Now relax the foot, really stretch that knee, and then we're going to climb up the leg just a little bit further if you can, lifting the chest, and really reach the legs away from each other. So one that way, really make that maximum L shape for you, but keeping this knee straight. Release down, bend the knee, cross it over the body. So use the right hand or the opposite hand to guide the knee across, gently twisting. And allow yourself to take a nice big breath here. Find that lovely twist. Maybe turn the head the opposite way. And another big breath. Then we're going to roll over to face me. So you're coming onto your side. Can you see me? Yes, you can. So lying with your head on your arm, if you can. You can always use a cushion between the head and the arm. If that's uncomfortable for your shoulders, use a cushion under the head with the arm out in front. Okay, I'm going to put mine here. Finding balance on your hip. You've got a line through your legs, through your spine, and through your neck. So try and keep your gaze looking forward. Create some space underneath that waist. So really try and lift the waist by stretching the top leg to try and make it longer than the bottom one. Try and keep that sensation under the waist. And you can either pop your hand into the waist, pushing the hip away, or resting the fingers down on the floor. We're going to lift top leg high as you can without the waist dropping, and then squeeze the legs together. Breathe and press. Press up and squeeze together. Just watching this top shoulder doesn't take over. That's nice. Use your bottom leg, press it into the floor. And find that maximum height of that top leg. Push and push. One more. up. Now bring it hip height, still lengthening it longer than the bottom leg. Can you squeeze the underneath leg up to join it? Lower down and squeeze. All the time working on your balance. So if you're able to take the hand away, then do. Otherwise, just keep fingertips touching. Keep stretching that top leg. Squeezing thigh to thigh or knee to knee rather than just toe to toe. 2 more. Squeeze and squeeze. Hold them together. Lowering down. Let's take this top arm. Again, the arm is now optional. You don't have to do that. We are going to take the arm over the head. As the arm comes back to the thigh, squeeze both legs up to meet the hand, finding balance. Lower, under control. She says wobbling. So abs pulling in, reach those fingers, stretch those legs. Breathe. Exhale. Again, if you're a little wobbly, just keep the hand down. Option to lift the head and lower back without plonking. And again, float the head, don't force it. And 2 more. Stretch, stretch, stretch those legs, stretch those fingers. Breathe. Last one. Reach. Find balance, hold it. And then stretch out fully. Ooh, love it. Pop the hand down in front, bend that bottom knee. We're going to come up to sitting, and then with this top leg, we want to try and cross it over this underneath leg. So you can either have both knees bent, or if that's too awkward, just have this leg out straight. Cross the foot over, and then grab the knee. Hug it into this shoulder. Take the other hand behind and just find a lovely counter twist. So you've either got underneath leg stretched, or if you can, with the bottom down, have both knees bent. Breathe. Pull that knee a little closer to the shoulder. Find that stretch into the hip. Gently release off. And then we are going over to the other side. So sweep round. Come up to sitting. We're going to lower ourselves back to the floor with control. So let's do it from a balance. So tiptoes, either just touching or feet off the floor. And then using your hands to help you. Support as you tuck the tail under, landing with as much control as you can, and lower the head and the arms down. So arms just a little bit wider. We are stretching left leg out long if you can, right knee is bent. Nice wide shoulder blades. Start to circle that knee. Think of the shape you're drawing on the ceiling, keeping hip bones level. Breathe it. That's nice. Finish this circle. Either keep the knee bent and reverse, or take the legs straighter, draw the abs in a little tighter, and circle. Keep using that bottom leg as your stabilizer, so press it into the floor. Breathe with those circles. And finish with that leg back to center. Stretch the knee as straight as you can. Take hold behind the thigh, keep the knee straight, lengthen the leg towards you. Mobilize through that ankle. That's it, really pull it round. Back the other way. And then relax the foot, stretch that upright leg. We're climbing up if you want to. And then just using a little bit of body weight to increase the stretch. Active through that bottom leg. Pull both legs away from each other. So stay here. Pull that belly button in, draw the shoulders down. We're going to switch legs. Straight leg scissors, push. Reach. Pull the leg, stretch the other one away. That's it. Use the leg to help that chest lift. Option is to keep the head down. Either way, 4 more. 3, 2, lift up chest, and 1. Both legs up, and then release them in. Well done, nice. So, we are then going to slide that left leg back out long. From that bent right knee, cross it over the body. Finding that lovely twist. Guiding the knee if you want, turning the head the opposite way. Take a big breath into those ribs. And then roll over, facing me. You should be on the other leg. If you're not, do a swift change. And then find that line through the back of the neck, spine and legs. Top shoulders drawing back and down. Find that top leg, try and reach it longer than the bottom, bringing the hips level and trying to find a little bit of waist lift. Then top leg only lifts without the waist dropping. Press those legs together. Breathe. And press. So this top leg will only go this high. Okay, so it's not a turn out. You keep the knee facing forward, pushing up, squeezing down. All the time, waist is pulling up, nice and strong. Your hand here. Let's go 1 more. Hold it hip height. Draw that belly button in a little tighter as you squeeze the legs up and lower. And lower. Again, keep stretching that top leg. Breathe in, exhale. Two more. Squeeze those thighs together. And then hold those legs together. Lowering down. Let's take top arm over. Breathe. Exhale, lift both legs, reach the palm to the thigh. Ooh, find your balance. And then control the landing. And contract the tummy in. Squeeze those legs up. Breathe. Again, trying not to let that underneath waist collapse into the floor. Push those legs away. Optional head lift if you wish. Let the head float. Keep the gaze forward, reach those fingers. Control the landing. Breathe. Those legs should feel it now because they're working so hard. Reach, reach, reach legs and fingers. 2 more. And last one. Lift the legs, lift that waist, and then full stretch out. Nice. Bring the hand down, bend that bottom knee, push your way up, and then we are either keeping the underneath leg bent and crossing that right leg over with the bottom firmly on the floor, or if that's not feasible with your hips, just bring the leg out straight. Then think knee to opposite shoulder. Hug that knee in. Sweep the fingers behind you. Lengthen the spine. Keep hugging that knee in. And take a couple of good deep breaths here. Excellent. Well done. And then we release. And I'm going to swing the legs around onto your front. So coming round onto your tummy. And I want you to pop hands under head. Legs are long and parallel. And just feel that your shoulder blades are just sliding a little way away from those ears. Actively stretch those legs now and draw the belly button away from the floor. Okay. We're keeping the head down to start with. Can you reach through that right leg, lifting it, keeping that hip bone firmly on the floor, and tap down and squeeze up and tap down and squeeze up. As the leg lifts, that knee stays straight and your abs stay pulled up. You want to feel it right in that buttock. Breathe. Watching those shoulders aren't joining in. 2 more. Changing sides. Take a good breath to prepare. Really stretch that left leg. Then squeeze it up, keeping the hip bone down, and then tap. And press. And tap. Each time breathing out as you lift, pulling that tummy up, and push up. And push. One more. And then lower those legs. Keep them stretching. Now what we want to do is we're going to bend both knees, bringing heels to bottom, flexing the feet. We're going to do a double pulse here. 1, 2. And as you stretch the legs, try and squeeze them off the floor, at the same time hovering the upper body. Lower the head, pull those heels in. 1, 2. And then stretch. Squeeze the bottom, stretch those legs. Breathing in. 1, 2. Exhale. Find length through the body, right through to the crown of the head. Breathe in, lower. 1, 2. Exhale. Shoulders, what are they doing? Breathe in. 1, 2. Exhale. 2 more. Pull, pull, stretch. Legs as long as you can. Last one. 1, 2, and stretch. Hold it here. Reach those arms out wide. Keep those legs straight. Paddle them fast. Breathe. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Stretch all 4 limbs and release down. Bring the hands under the chest. Push your way up. Whew. It's very hot in this room. We're good. So let's just release off here for a moment. Bring yourself back up onto hands and knees. We're rounding through the spine. Gazing at the thighs. Pulling that tail through the legs. Lengthen the spine, release the shoulders. Take a big breath in. Exhale, tucking under. Breathe in, lengthening. Exhale. Breathe. 2 more. One more time. Curve, pulling that tail through as much as you can. Feel that stretch. Hold it here. Keep that curved shape as you just drop a little further towards the heels. And then come back up through centre. We'll take a moment. Tuck those toes if you can. Find strength through those arms, pushing the floor away. Shoulders actively drawing down. Abs are really pulling up now. We're just going to try and hover the knees into a bent knee plank. Focus your breathing into those wide ribs. Keep the belly button pulling up and feel as if you could contract your ribs up a little bit higher. Your front ribs, that is. So really pull them in. Gently down. Release back off those wrists. We're coming back into that bent knee plank. Again, if you find it too much onto your wrists, you can always do a normal plank on your elbows. Otherwise, we are going to come back into that bent knee plank, adding a little bit more on if you want to. So press the floor away, hover those knees, draw that belly button in tight, and either stay here or alternate heel lifts towards your bottom. Spine stays absolutely still. Really breathe and draw those abs in. 2 more if you can. Pull those shoulders down. And then lower the knees gently. Take the knees a little bit wider. Relax the toes. Round over. That's it. And just move gently side to side. Just feel a nice stretch into that lower back. And then finally, roll up. We're going to bring the legs around to the front. Once more, a nice slow lower to the floor. Feet down or feet hovering. Maybe not use your hands. If you don't need to use your hands, don't. Otherwise, just hold lightly behind those knees. See if you can control the landing. And then bring those heels a little closer to the bottom. Toes pointing to the end of the mat. Arms nice and long by your side. And chin gently tucked in. So let's find some nice flowing bridges. So start by finding that pelvic tilt. Tilt the pelvis. Pull the belly button in. Peel the spine off the floor, reaching the knees away. Finding your length from knee to shoulder. Trying to keep these ribs from flaring. Keeping the arms nice and long. Take a breath here. As you roll the spine down, curve through the front of the ribs. And as we roll the spine down, we're going to bring the arms up today. Level the pelvis off. Reverse. Peeling hips up, arms lengthen down. And then curve down. Use those abdominals. Pull that tummy in tight. Breathe, exhale. Reaching the knees away, squeezing the butt cheeks. Breathing in as you lower. Exhaling. And just try and keep the gaze still so that the head's not moving up and down. Nice. One more. Really try and get that lower back to touch. And then peel the hips back up. Hold it here. Settle the shoulders. Really feel the buttocks are squeezing. We're going to lower that right hip. Let it tilt. And then squeeze the buttock to lift it back up. Same side. Lower and squeeze. Lower and squeeze. You can pop your hands on here if you want, on your hips. Feel that they level off each time. Drop and squeeze up. Drop and squeeze up. Drop and squeeze up. One more. Pause. Make sure both butt cheeks are working and then change sides. Left hip drop, squeeze it up level. Left hip again. Keep this side working the whole time. Breathe and level. Breathe and squeeze. Keep those knees still, or pretty still.
Excellent. 2 more. Really squeeze that left buttock to lift the hip. Press. And 1 more. Hold it. Then alternates. So 1 down, squeeze up. Other side, and squeeze up. Breathe and squeeze. Don't forget these ribs, just keep them soft. Breathe and squeeze. Last one. Hold those hips level. Take a big breath as the arms come over. Leave the arms where they are if you can, and then really curve the spine into the floor. Let the knees hug in. Just give yourself a little rock. We are good. So let's just pop that left foot back to the floor. Cross the right foot over the thigh if you can, letting the knee drop out. And again, depending on your hips, grab behind the thigh, gently pull that knee towards you. You can increase the stretch by pushing this knee open. Obviously, if you've had any hip surgery, then you'd be very wary of doing this, if at all. But, you will know whether you're being allowed to do this or not. Nice big breath. Keep hugging that knee nice and strong. Then just gently unhook that foot in, grab the shin, then draw that knee in as close to the shoulder as you can as you stretch the other leg away. Again, big stretch. Release, swap sides, crossing the foot over as best you can. Lift this knee, either hold behind that thigh or use the hand or the elbow to press that knee open a little bit more. You can add a little rock if that feels good. Excellent. Gently release, take hold of the shin. Draw that knee towards the shoulder, stretch the other leg out long, really hug in tight. And then bring those feet down. Finish with a full body stretch, lengthen both legs. Take the arms over, big breath in, let the ribs pop towards the ceiling now, let everything stretch, full stretch. Really fill the ribs with each breath. And then we're going to stretch the right leg and the right arm longer. So really reach them longer. Left leg, left arm. Reach, reach, reach. Then both legs, both arms. One more big breath in. Exhale. And just release. So you can choose to just stay here and relax for as long as you want. Or else, if you're bringing yourself back up to standing, do it carefully, roll over. Come up through those hands and knees. Either come into a crouch or a downward dog. Maybe finding an extra little stretch here, pushing those heels away. Lifting the hips as high as you can before finally walking the feet, walking the hands to the feet. Bending those knees as you come back up to standing. Woo. I'm definitely very warm. And we just take a big breath in. Looking up, stretching up, exhaling down. And again. Reach. And one more. Hold it, reach for the sky, let go with those shoulders, relax them down. And I will give you a very good clap, because I hope you stuck with me throughout that. Let me know what you think, whether you want more of the same,
Harder, faster, slower, whatever. Let Urban know, let me know, and see you again soon, hopefully.